If you've watched our other Fellers Wrap videos, by now you know that those vehicles that you see around town with amazing graphics, such as cars, trucks, motorcycles, and motorhomes, aren't painted. They're actually vinyl wrapped. Hello, I'm Frank Fellers. I'm the president of Fellers, and we're the world's largest wrap supply company. And we supply the folks that actually do those wraps. They're called wrap providers, and they're called Fellers certified wrap providers. In this video, we're going to show you how a Fellers certified wrap provider can wrap your boat. Now, boat wraps attract a lot of attention, whether it's for a sponsor, for a company, or if you just want to personalize it and make it really sick.
The most important part of any wrap is the design process. For boat wrap design, we need to think about the following. On car and truck wraps, it's often possible to completely change the color of the entire vehicle, but on boats, this is not always possible. Consider how the existing colors of your hull or interior will complement the design of your wrap. Talk to your Fellers certified wrap provider and look at other boat wraps to get ideas. Boat wraps usually can't extend below the water level because most warranties won't cover any failures below the waterline. And be sure to ask whether the vinyl your Fellers certified wrap provider is using is for marine applications. Do you want to match your tow vehicle? The design will certainly be impacted by this decision. Always consider the curvature of the boat and try to put text or designs that might be impacted by this further to the rear of the boat and on flat areas. Talk to your Fellers certified wrap provider extensively about this because what you see on the proof could be different when actually installed on the boat. After completing the design process, your Fellers certified wrap provider will print that design on a large format inkjet printer. Then after printing, a clear layer of vinyl will be laminated over the printed vinyl to provide protection from scratches and fading.
After printing and laminating, your boat must be prepped before we can install this vinyl.
Often, parts will be removed to make the install easier and to make the finished wrap look better. Your Fellers certified wrap provider will prep the surface with special solutions to improve the adherence of the vinyl wrap.
After prepping the boat, we're now ready to install this vinyl.
Your Fellers certified wrap provider will use a layout map to register the printed vinyl, then the backing paper is peeled away and the wrap process begins. Heat torches and squeegees are typically used to help conform the vinyl to the surface of the boat.
Well, as you can see, we've wrapped this Mastercraft to match my personal style and taste, as well as to match my tow vehicle. I can't wait to get this vehicle out on the lake to show off. After having a wrapped boat on the lake for many years, I've learned quite a few things. Here's some things to think about before you get your boat wrapped. First, if you're going to party coves and tying up to other boats, or if you're tying up to docks, you need to be careful about rubbing up against things such as the other boats, because it can create damage to the sides of your boat. You also want to be careful around your wakeboarders and your skiers so that their skis and their wakeboards don't hit the sides of the boat if they're in the water. Now, what are some things you can do to prevent damage? Well, I talked to my Fellers certified wrap provider about getting thicker laminates for the sides, but what I found is the best is to go ahead and get extra panels printed just in case you do have damage so that you can fix and patch those damaged areas. The other thing you want to think about is the exposed edges and seams of your boat wrap. Now, your Feller certified wrap provider will probably treat those edges, seal them, maybe even tape them. I would talk to them about doing that more often than just one time, perhaps doing it every season. You also want to be concerned about filling your gas tank and getting gasoline on this wrap. Now, gasoline is not necessarily going to hurt that wrap as long as you get the gasoline off there. I would carry a bottle of soapy water around and be able to clean it pretty quickly after the gasoline gets on there. Finally, what about cleaning this wrapped boat? Well, you know, it's actually not any more difficult than a boat that's not wrapped. You can wax it, you can rub on it, you can take it through car washes. I would talk to my Feller certified wrap provider about the cleaners and protectants and waxes that they sell that are just designed for boat wraps, because that's probably going to extend the life of this wrap. Well, as you can see, you do have to take more care of a boat wrap than a boat that's not wrapped. But isn't it worth it to have the sickest boat on the lake? So where can you get your boat wrapped? It's easy. Go to Fellers.com, click on the section titled Find a Wrap Provider Near You. You can submit a request for a quote, or you can contact them to get started. Thanks for watching us.